Right, guys, so now we're into Zoho CRM. We're going to go into the main place where you're going to manage your contacts. Now we're getting our teeth into it. We've got our email address and we're going to go and add contacts and start to interact with people. And this is where you're going to see the real benefit and time-saving elements. So when you've logged in, you're going to go to CRM. So however you've got here, manage your applications, wherever you are, whatever you have saved, applications, Zoho CRM, this one. And we're going to open the app. And with this version, so well, first off, you've got to set up your company name or your club name and your phone number, add in your time so that it can report on the proper times, put in your language and your current location and update. You can add sample data. If you're testing and you don't want to, you're just testing and you want to play around and you want to get to know stuff, you can add sample data. And it's maybe at this point worth doing. I'm going to add sample data. You just click it, right, and it'll add it. I'm going to show you how easy it is to remove it as well in this lesson. But I'm going to show you an introduction to all these areas and the things that you're going to do with it. So it takes a few minutes, maybe, but sometimes it doesn't take long. But so the CRM itself is where you're going to have you're going to have your members and the parents, email addresses, phone numbers, contact information. You're going to be able to see the interactions you've had. You're going to be able to see the invoices they've paid. You're going to be able to see events that they've paid for, merchandise that they've bought. This is your hub. This is the central place where, for years you may have had a contact somewhere that's really hard to get to. So while that's loading, I'll talk you through the feeds. So if you go to, I'll talk you through the tabs before we set each one up, and then I'll give you a lesson on each one. So sales inbox is where you're going to connect your inbox, collect that email that we've created in the last lesson so we can see everything. Feeds is activity of what you've done, what you've added, things that have been happening. And if there's more than one user that you paid for, then you'll see other people's feeds here too. Leads are possible things of interest. Maybe you've got a new member wanting to join. You'd add them as a lead. You've got a new family that wants to bring the kids to whatever it is, a swimming club or a hockey club or whatever. You'd add them as a lead. They're not actually members at this point, but they might be. You've got people wanting to possibly rent your sports hall out or do something that's a lead, that's bringing money to the club. Your accounts. Now you may want to. We probably will. We may relabel this, and it's up to you if you do. The accounts are the top level account in a business scenario. This would be companies, and in your scenario, I believe it will be the family name, because under each account you're going to have contacts. Now, when you have a main account of a family, the dad or the mum of the family, in the contacts you're going to have the parents' addresses, but you're going to have the kids' information as well, because you're going to want to use the Zoho CRM to maybe pick a football team or pick a squad and email that squad saying this is you for Saturday at this event. So we're going to have a family account and then we're going to have contacts underneath. Deals is going to be ongoing events and projects where it's a fundraiser, or it's an opportunity to make money, or it's an event that you need to get people signed up for, and it's all sorts of things like that. But we're going to go into all these areas as we go through. Activities is what you've got to do. This is where you manage your tasks and manage what needs to be done. Reports, obviously, is reports. Dashboards, you can build your own dashboards to get the information you need quickly. Products is we're going to build product areas where you're selling merchandise, or you're selling sports hall space, or whatever you're selling. We're going to have a product area. Campaigns is more like advertising. If you spent some money advertising, you can tag somebody who's joined you through that advertising. So if you're running an advert in a paper on Facebook to get more members, you can actually tag which members come from that campaign. Visits is visits to your website. Cases is about if you've got ongoing issues or problems, you can create a case and you can follow it through to make sure it's resolved. And then you can have frequently asked cases. Solutions is sort of linked to that. Vendors is who you buy stuff from, so you're going to track purchasing from people. Price books, I'm not sure if we'll use this or not, but you might have certain members who get discounts, certain things get discounts, and their price books will be different to full prices. Quotes, if you're going to give people quotes for something, somebody wants to hire your sports all out for a wedding, you're going to give them a quote and see if they come back, and you're able to track that. Sales orders, obviously if they sign off on the quote, you turn into a sales order. Purchase orders, anything you buy. Invoices is then getting them to pay and then tracking those invoices. Documents, frequently used documents. Socials, monitoring your social area. Forecasts, if you're going to get into it, you can build forecasts to say how many new members or what you need or what you need to hit. And then finally, projects is event management. You're going to be able to build a project and then invite other people in to make that project happen. So that's all about events. And then you can create your own modules. If you need something bespoke or you need to call something different, you can create your own modules. So that's the real introduction to Zoho CRM. It's unbelievably powerful, and it's going to be the hub of your communication with your members, with the people that you need to get in touch with regularly. And it is brilliant when you get to know it inside and out. And we're going to go deep into Zoho CRM. Cool?